Donald Trump is panicking after the release of an additional 3 million documents from the Epstein files. And despite aggressive cover-up efforts by Trump and his Department of Justice, the damage is already severe. What's been revealed is devastating, not just for Trump, but for his inner circle, his cabinet, and some of the most powerful figures in business and politics. Let me walk you through exactly what happened, and then I'll read directly from some of the most explosive documents now on the record. Earlier today, the Trump DOJ, through Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche, announced the release of 3 million Epstein-related documents. They admitted they collected 6 million documents total, but claimed only half were relevant. Let's be crystal clear, that explanation is deeply suspicious. No one should take this DOJ at its word. The public must demand all 6 million documents. Even within this partial release, the material is deeply damaging to Donald Trump and figures closely tied to him, including Howard Lutnick, Elon Musk, and even Trump's newly appointed pick for chairman of the Federal Reserve, who appears by name in these records. At the same time, Epstein survivors are furious. The DOJ claimed the delay was necessary to protect victims, yet the released files include personal identifying information of survivors, re-traumatizing them and exposing them to harm. Survivor advocates say the redactions were grossly insufficient and view this as another deliberate betrayal by the Trump DOJ. Trump's name appears repeatedly throughout these documents. Notably missing, however, are photos, videos, and audio recordings, materials we know exist and which should be released with appropriate redactions. Even the earlier 18,000 file release from the Epstein estate included photos of Trump. Their absence here raises serious questions. Let's go directly to the documents. In a March 30, 2016 email, Jeffrey Epstein writes to his legal advisor, Kathy Rumler, stating, "Trump is likely to be asked questions soon about me. In an ideal world, what do you think he should and could say?" Rumler responds with a carefully crafted denial, essentially scripting Trump's public defense. Epstein then follows up with something far more disturbing, writing that a girl alleged Donald Trump had sex with her at Epstein's house when she was underage, with a witness, dating back to 1993. That allegation is explicitly referenced in Epstein's own email. There are additional emails from 2011 discussing a girl who reportedly worked at Mar-a-Lago while underage, with Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell strategizing about employment records and labor laws to discredit her account. One email from Maxwell states, "I thought you said not to involve Donald. Now the die is cast." Another email from 2012 discusses Epstein potentially going to Mar-a-Lago after Christmas, contradicting claims that Trump and Epstein cut ties years earlier. Then there is an FBI 302 interview, an official agent report, in which a survivor states that Ghislaine Maxwell presented her to Donald Trump, making clear she was available. The report describes Maxwell introducing her to Trump, guiding her appearance, commenting on Trump's preferences, and arranging a visit to Mar-a-Lago. The survivor later described Maxwell as extremely dangerous and feared retaliation if Maxwell was not convicted. One document posted by the DOJ, then abruptly removed after Midas Touch flagged it, contained multiple uncorroborated but explicit allegations involving Trump. After public pressure, the DOJ reposted the document. These allegations are graphic and disturbing, and while unproven, they were deemed relevant enough by the DOJ to release. Trump's Federal Reserve Chair pick, Kevin Warsh, appears in Epstein-related emails, alongside names like Ghislaine Maxwell, Brett Ratner, and others, in connection with a 2010 St. Bart's gathering. Elon Musk appears repeatedly in emails coordinating travel to Epstein's Island in January 2013. These are not rumors. These are direct emails between Epstein, his assistant, and Musk. There are also grotesque text exchanges between Epstein and foreign officials referencing young girls, as well as an internal Epstein memo alleging Bill Gates contracted an STD from Russian women and sought to conceal it. Again, allegations, but ones the DOJ chose to release. Howard Lutnick, Trump's Commerce Secretary, is directly contradicted by emails showing he discussed visiting Epstein's Island in 2012, years after claiming he cut ties. Epstein even donated $50,000 to an event honoring Lutnick in 2017. At a press conference, Todd Blanche denied the existence of any protected list or cover-up, while simultaneously admitting that 3 million documents remain unreleased. He also confirmed the White House was notified in advance of the release, despite claiming no coordination. Survivors and their attorney, Bradley Edwards, have condemned the DOJ's handling of the release, stating the government violated explicit promises to protect victims and calling the failures impossible to view as accidental. The bottom line is this: Trump's DOJ withheld half the files, exposed victims, omitted known evidence, and released documents that directly implicate Trump's orbit, then tried to walk it back. This story is far from over. We'll keep following it here at Midas Touch. Hit subscribe, stay informed, and keep demanding accountability.